Greetings everyone, thanks for dropping by. It's Commodore Amiga time again, and we're looking at the sequel to Space Harrier. It's called Space Harrier II. I don't know where they come up with these names. This was published in 1989 by Grandslam and based on the popular arcade cabinet by Sega. Now, I got to get this onto joystick. There's no way I'm playing it on mouse. Also was ported to the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis, Atari ST, Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, ZX Spectrum, the Wii, iOS and Windows, and probably other things that I've missed out. Now, this game is over 12 stages, but we won't be playing all of them because I doubt you can bear with my terrible gameplay. I'll probably play the first 4. Would I be using a cheat mode again like I did on the review of Space Harrier? Yes, I will. Why will I be using that? Because I'm bloody rubbish. So we're once again back in the fantasy zone. It's the year 6236. Harrier again receives a call for help. Surprise, this time from the 214th sector. Filled with hostile forces, he must take them on all by himself for some reason. He's a superhero. He's a superhero with a big gun that flies over a checkerboard in the fantasy zone as we go to the stunner area. Hopefully there's lots of Super Babe stunners here, but I doubt there is. So it's a fantasy shooter, pretty similar to Space Harrier 1, but I slightly prefer Space Harrier 1, although that is a bit quicker, at least on the Amiga version. This is slower, so it should be easier to control in theory. You would have thought so, wouldn't you? But I'm probably going to die a lot again. Played Space Harrier, the original, more than this. I've only played this a handful of times, but I don't think it would have done me much good. Anyway, we're off. So if you're familiar with Space Harrier, it's the same old fare. The graphics are slightly more detailed in this one. The checkerboard, well, there's more checks, so it must be higher up or something. But it helps create speed. But I'm dead again. There's an option in this game to have the music playing all the way through, which I have by default. Or you could have special effects, or sound effects I should say, or a combination of the two. So let's just try and avoid stuff and stay alive. Now what this sequel does, which the first one didn't do on the Amiga, by going left and right you can slightly go out of the screen, if you know what I mean, and venture out there. On the first one it was pretty rigid, which is a bit unusual because on the Game Boy Advance version, another version I played, you could do that, but the Amiga one you couldn't for some reason. We'll do about 4 stages here, I think. Harrier this time, he's got blonde hair and he's in a red spandex suit. So if it's a look that you want to go for, this is probably what you look like. Some people might shout at you in their cars going past, give you a lot of abuse, but you go your own way. Sometimes the world can't take new styles. Well, I say a new style. This is from the year 6236. So if you're watching this in the archives in the year 6236, I hope this is an accurate representation of what you're doing as I take on a big dragon thing. Do you fight dragons in the fantasy zone? Or do you just go out the shops and watch TV like us lot now, and every Friday get drunk and have a kebab? Some things will never change, but I expect they will do. If I was frozen in ice and revived in the year 6236, they probably wouldn't know what to do with me. I'd probably get incinerated. Deary me. Anyway, it isn't. Right, let's kill this toad thing with the 3 heads. Oops. I like the music on this, it's good. Oh dear, how do you kill this thing? Just get it a number of shots. Right, he's staying still there. Perhaps, oh, we have to kill the heads, I think. We've got one of them. You see our lives there in the bottom left, not going down. Because I paused this and typed in something about breakfast. I know. That's given me infinite lives, you know. Right, get the heads. They've gone away again. So the end of level bosses are a bit harder to kill on this one. You need a few more tactics than you did over the original. But apart from that, it's well, a similar type of game. Right, well, it's gone again. This is the longest stage 1 you've probably ever seen on YouTube, unless someone's mucked about for hours not killing the thing. Right, heads, go. Right, that's one. Right, we'll get the other one next time, and hopefully we'll be on to stage 2. 12 stages, but as I say, we won't do all 12, because the gameplay is very similar throughout the whole thing, and you pretty much get the gist. This isn't a walkthrough. We just want to show you what the game looks like. As we run over this chessboard of infinite size. Imagine playing chess over a board this size, it would take bloody years. Fours yard. As it all goes green. Right, see, so we drift right there, that's what I was trying to tell you. Makes it slightly easier. This music's quite jolly. These aliens, they're back again, in the fantasy zone. They've got their own agenda, just to be hostile really. I mean, if they could take out Harrier, I think they'd probably rule the whole of the universe. Maybe they could just send him some robot. The Skies is an attractive woman. He falls in love with the woman, robot woman, and they're in a lift together and she just explodes with the strength of an atom bomb. That'd probably be easier, but the aliens haven't thought about that. They're just relentless. They're run by dragons. I don't know if the one-eyed mammoth Cyclops is in this. If you do, then comment below. Let us know. What happens in the last stage? Find out. Let us know. Comment below. Because we don't want to be playing this for over an hour. I'm starting to dig this music. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't dance to it if it come on in a club. I'd probably leave and have that kebab that I spoke about earlier on. Right, this is the end of level boss, I think. Well, you're gonna die. Not you listening. Well, everyone dies, don't they? Unless you're cryogenically frozen and revived in the year 62. What was it that year I mentioned? 6236, I think. And then you could live forever. People will live forever in the future. Using your DNA as I fight this weird thing. Using your DNA, they'll clone you a new body. Aged about 20 odd. They'll take out your brain and drop it in the new body and you live forever. Well, I say live forever. The chance of you having an accident is probably 1,000,000 to 1, and if you live 1,000,000 years, you'll probably have that accident at some point. Living 1,000,000 years, what would you do? Blimey, o'rimey. It might get a bit boring, mightn't it? The government have probably put up the retirement age to 988,000. That's a long time to work. Especially if you've got a boring job like I have. But you never know, by the time I'm 6004, I might be able to do this full time at my rate of subscriber gains. Yay, hooray, woohoo! But I don't know, how long will YouTube be around for? Something else might come out in a few years' time, such as evolution. I remember when everyone used MySpace, and now it's Facebook and Twitter. I'd imagine some sort of hologram thing will come out at some point and render them pointless. Let's get back to Space Harrier II. This chap's just called Harrier, as we load stage 3. So we're maybe halfway through the review, who knows. Right, Yeez Land. This is where the Yeez come from. What is it pronounced? Yes Land! Oh dear, look at that. Now, if you suffer from epilepsy, I'd leave at this point. I don't want to be responsible. The sky's checkerboard, the ground's checkerboard. We're in some sort of crazy tunnel. There's jellyfish mushroom things firing at me. I don't know what I bumped into there. Collision detection dodgy at that stage. So you can run and you can fly, and I don't think you can stop though. This guy just runs on forever till the game's over or he's dead. Just keep going. There's stars, fish on spikes there. Always seems to be just about 2 or 3 things in each level. But it's a more manageable speed than well, at least the Space Harrier 1 version I played on the Amiga before. Oh look, there's some other Harrier men. I don't think they're our friends. I think they want to kill us. I don't know why. The Fantasy Zone, why is it so special for? Why have we got to free it? We could just be safe on Earth or something. We could let this mob have the Fantasy Zone. They're obviously up to no good. Those ring things, I don't know what they are. Maybe they expect dolphins to jump through. There's no dolphins here. Well, not that I can see. We might be in an aquarium. It does look very blue, doesn't it? Well, we're out of that tunnel thing and the graphics changed completely in colour. Oh, right, end of level boss. It's a, I don't know what it is. It's a goat worm. Is it? Is it a, I haven't seen this up the pet shop anyway. Right, we're getting limited time when it comes forward, so when it gets to the front it's vulnerable. I suppose we've got to hit it in the head. Bing bang on bing bong go. It seems to be quite easy to avoid the things it's firing at me anyway. Boom! I don't know how long this is going to take. So as a game, it's not too bad. It controls well, collision detection isn't too bad, although sometimes it's a little bit suspect. It's exciting, it's good 3-dimension. I like the way they put the checkerboard slightly smaller than the last game, adds to the speed of it. It's quite good fun, only an option for one player, which is not too bad, it's what you'd expect, as that goat worm thing dies. I think we'll just do one more level. One more level, Zero Polis. It's all gone a bit purpley pink. I quite like the colour scheme of this one. What's that? Oh dearie me. It's those guys from Space Harrier 1 that was trying to put up the price of jam in a deadly plot. Well, they're back again, and there's more of them. Although it's just a single graphic by the looks of things, they don't move about. Yes, bit cut and paste that. But this was 1989, so that was a while ago now. I never played Space Harrier 2 in the arcades. I played the first one, but not the second one. Then I believe there is another Space Harrier game on the Amiga called something like Beyond the Fantasy Zone. Citation needed, but I'll have to look that up. I presume it plays very, very similar to the first two, or a slight variation. Now, without the cheat mode on, this game would have ended quite some time ago. Right, that's that mob taken care of. Is that the end of the stage? Is it the end of the review? No, it still goes on. 12 stages of this. You'd have to be an absolute genius to complete this without any cheats on, I'd have to say. But someone out there has probably done it. If it's you, comment below. If you're only age 4, comment below and you completed this, well done you. I don't know how you got to 1989 when this come out, or how you come across it, but you must be a superhero. What am I talking about? Do you know, if I cut down the rubbish and stupid stuff I send in these reviews, I probably only have about 5 seconds of speech. So we won't be doing that. Right, this is an end-level Guardian and a half. What is it? Oh, it's all these jam people. They have some sort of boy band. They seem to be perfectly in sync. What would this boy band be called? Not in sync. Right, go. Well, no direction they'd probably be called because they're dead. Right, we'll end it there, shall we? What's it doing now? The music has changed. Oh, bonus stage. Oh, we'll at least do this bonus stage then. On bonus stages, oh, we've got a hoverboard. On bonus stages, you have to destroy as many things or aliens as you can by smashing into them, blasting them, and generally they don't fire back. So, let's just get the bonus. On the original Space Harrier, you was on the back of a massive caterpillar thing. Here, it's a hoverboard. Right, you see my total tallying up in the middle there. I'm destroying everything. Explosions look a bit like popcorn gone wrong in the microwave. Concentrate. This is where you get the big points. I don't know what that is on the horizon. Odd grass or something. Kaboom! Blast. That's it. 5,000 points. Or times 5,000. That was good. Well, it's the end of the review. I hope you liked having a look at Space Harrier 2 on the Commodore Amiga. See how it compares. Bye Grandslam. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.